Hello and happy April. It's Dylan Lange, branch manager and home loan officer here at Evergreen Home Loans. Shooting this video for the March mortgage recap, and I am doing this during Masters weekend, so got my green on. But if you are getting this, you're either on my email distribution letter, you're a past client, you're a trusted referral source, business partner, someone in the business that would be curious about real estate. And so I wanted to shoot this newsletter as I do every month and go through the happenings. And there's a lot that has been going on. So stay tuned for it. And as always, got to show my NMLS number. As always, I'll go through kind of what's happening with rates. I'll go over mortgage applications and then also go over a new kind of nugget of the month. So let's dive into it. This is the PDF. If you're on the email newsletter, you'll be getting this PDF here. The quick nugget this month is that we just partnered in February actually with a new broker partner that we have that can allow for mobile homes in parks and low down financing options for those and or manufactured homes that have been moved. So I want to talk briefly about that. Then of course we'll get into mortgage rates, internal turn times, and appraisal turn times per usual. So this product is pretty cool. So this is my actual email newsletter. So if you're seeing this on social media, you may not have this context, which there's my son and one of my best friends' daughters. We were in Hawaii for a wedding, so it was pretty cute. They were practicing their dances. But so we partner with Triad, who allows a manufactured home in a park. So basically where you rent the space, you don't own the land. It's very common that the only financing option is through credit unions or smaller institutions that require 25, 30% down. We actually will only require 5% down. You can see this minimum of 5% down. It can also have been moved from its original location. It's only primary or second home only, 5% down. There's no mortgage insurance. Gift funds are allowed and does not need to be from a family member. So that's very typical with conventional loans. It has to be from a family member. Seller can pay all of the closing costs, can't exceed 100% of the closing costs, of course, and then can buy a home for someone else. You have to live in the same state. You have to do 20% down. So like I could buy a home in a park for, let's say, my mom, 20% down, but I have to live in the same state as her. Origination fee is $1,700. Do allow I-10 borrowers. The common issue, though, is that if there's a falsified SSN, that could be an issue. The minimum credit score is 550, so it's pretty flexible. 30, 45-day close. The manufactured home still does need to be newer than June 15, 1976, and then it cannot be on Indian reservation land or co-ops where the owners own the park. So there's many more details on that, but just figured I would send that off because it is often tough to find loan options for that. So let's see what's happening in the market. I think I actually didn't put our rates here, and I'll have to update this. I was supposed to shoot this video a little bit later, but we'll talk about our rates. But what we're seeing is the mortgage rate trend for the month is down. Mortgage application trend is up. So now I always put the mortgage rate trend, if it's going down, as green. And if the mortgage application trend is going up, it's red. Just that's more for buyers. But if you're a seller, that's typically good. That mortgage applications are up. It means more buyers are out there looking to get pre-approved and pre-qualified. But let's look at how just tumultuous this market has been. So this is the bond market. So when bond yields go down, mortgage rates go up. When bond yields go up, mortgage rates go down. We've had basically the worst week in history, just with all the tariff talk. And I don't want to overuse the word tariff, but it's just been extremely fickle. This is when we had that really low point in September with mortgage rates. So if you look at the average 30-year fixed rate per Freddie Mac, if we look at 1 year, so you can see September, that was kind of the low point where the average 30-year fix was about 6%, right? It's very correlated with the bond yields. So that's just to kind of show patterns. So you can see we're making really good headway from January. Mortgage rates were trickling down. And then we just had some really significant losses. It's just been interesting. I could dive into this and talk about this for an hour. Typically when the stock market is going down, right? Tariffs have created the stock market to lose a lot of gains. Typically, you'll see this money shift into the bond market, treasury markets, and then you'll see mortgage rates go down. it hasn't really happened. It's just a really, really weird market. So keep your eye on the 10-year treasury if you want to watch mortgage rates and kind of see where they're headed. But the average 30-year fixed mortgage right now is probably mid to high sixes right now. Of course, this is a national average, typically with 1 to 2 points, because that's what lenders online will publish. So look at these mortgage applications, right? When rates go down, mortgage applications pop up 20% earlier this week, because that was before this big blip here, right? April 4th is right here. I was at the top. So we had this surge of mortgage applications, and now a lot of those are coming down. So that's where mortgage rates are at. Things are still happening really, really quickly. Internal turn times, get pre-approved, get pre-underwritten. I'm seeing a lot more listings pop up. I'm seeing a lot more buyer activity, a lot more multiple offer situations, but still some good deals to be had. Can still close a loan in 2 to 3 weeks. So reach out if you, a family member, coworker, anyone is looking to buy or sell real estate. I would be happy to talk through it with them. And of course, if you have anybody that's looking for a manufactured home in a park, or one that has been moved and maybe is not financeable through conventional financing, reach out to us and we can work through with our new broker, Triad. So anyway, hope that you had a great month, great start to spring. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll see you next month.